Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. I'm Mike Dutra, and this is our Blackstone Valley. Next up, we're going to be covering the normalization of racism and online harassment. I wanted to open this segment with a quote. It's when the debate is lost, slander becomes the tool of the loser. Socrates said that. Again, let me say it one more time. When the debate is lost, slander becomes the tool of the loser. This Roseanne Barr firing, her show being canceled, I believe is a large watershed moment where we all have the opportunity to reflect on what's really going on in America right now. The return of dog whistle racism is something we need to deal with openly and honestly. This isn't a First Amendment issue about Roseanne. She said blatantly racist stuff. It's unacceptable. The same people who are mad about Roseanne's free speech being violated because she got fired for being blatantly racist were just celebrating the NFL forbidding players from silently and peacefully protesting during the national anthem. And now Ambien makes you racist? Give me a break. That's Roseanne's defense. Instead of saying she's sorry and taking personal responsibility for saying something beyond ignorant, she's saying it's a side effect of her Ambien. And someone who worked at the drug company that makes Ambien came forward and said it's a possible side effect. Give me a break. Roseanne blew it, just like President Trump. This wasn't a joke. This wasn't in bad taste. This was racism. She wasn't misunderstood or misquoted, and now she's paying the price. This isn't silencing a conservative or a First Amendment issue. She's free to say what she said, and we in turn are free to call her out for it. And her employer is free to fire her for it because it's not the first time she said something like this. This is the same person who made Jew cookies in Hitler garb and posted a picture online. It was terrible. And for those of you who remember, she sang the national anthem as no one else could, completely disrespecting the entire point of us singing the anthem at the beginning of something like a baseball game. Thank goodness for Valerie Jarrett being exactly the right person to come forward and take the high road. She explained how she was grateful for her family and circle of friends. Which brings me to something personal I wanted to share with all of you right now. I've experienced a great deal of online harassment prior to getting the first show on the air, and I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you to all my friends and family who came forward and supported me, particularly the people I love and my family who also received online harassment when it became understood by these sad internet trolls that I really don't care what anybody thinks but me and the people I love. And all this has worked out for the best. I'm so excited about the opportunity I have here to produce, television on the news. I'm incredibly grateful for this, and thank you to everyone at NCTV, and thank you to Valerie and Sabrina and Randy at our Northbridge for stepping forward. Everyone, again, the people I love, my family, anything that you had to deal with because of this, I'm very sorry, and thank you so much for all your support during this time. Getting back to the news, any real conservative should call President Trump out for using patriotism and racism to hold power. End of conversation. He's the same person. President Trump is the same person who got into the spotlight by lying about President Obama and where he was born, saying he was born in Africa. If there was not a moment that we could point back to in time and say, this is when the resurgence of dog whistle racism became front and center, I believe it's that moment. President Trump ran on a religious group of people being banned from entering our country. He ran on a Muslim ban. He called deadly white supremacist attacks in Charlottesville as good people on both sides. He called African countries shitholes. We know what Roseanne and President Trump think. They are exhibiting racist behavior, and it's time for us to talk about it. I think we can aim higher than just tolerance. Tolerance means like, okay, fine, be there. But don't talk to me, and don't you dare date my sister. There is not a religion in the world that says, I asked you to tolerate thy neighbor. Let's try for something a little more than tolerance. Let's try for acceptance, and then respect, and then friendship, and then hopefully someday love. I'm Mike Dutra. This is our Blackstone Valley. We'll be right back.